The story behind America's most offensive anime dub by Scamboli Reviews.
Eons ago, in a land far more based and discriminatory, there existed an anime that millions of young Japanese children were excited for. It was an adaptation of a classic series that was being produced by the team behind Naruto, Bleach, and more, but upon release, tragedy had struck. The anime was garbage. The whole thing was a catastrophe. So the Japanese heads behind the show grew desperate. They scrambled to turn a profit of the show. If only we could sell it to America. They tried selling off the show to all the American distributors. However, the show is so bad, no one buys it. They approached Genion, Central Park Media, ADV, ADV, and by the third try, negotiations had a breakthrough. All right, we'll sell it to you guys, and you can do whatever you want with the dub. You said what now? You guys can do whatever you want with the dub. Change what people say, whatever. I want to make fun of Mexicans.
What the fuck?
I said, I want to make fun of Mexicans, Persians, gays, blacks, Asians, especially Asians. Matter of fact, I've been waiting for someone to say something like this. Get your pen out. Sold! As long as they didn't change the names of the characters or the method that they kill ghosts, ADV could do anything they wanted, leading to perhaps the earliest example of the Bridge series. It was edgy, unscripted, nonsense.
This shit was hilarious.
It was funny.
I've never seen the show. I've seen clips of it. I've seen clips. This shit was hilarious.
It's in Japanese.
An official English dub of this nature is something we'll probably never see again. That's what everybody believes about the show, but it might all be spread through a maze of misunderstandings. Stephen Foster at the time was the ADR director of ADV. They basically convert Japanese script into another language. The key here is that Stephen is known for fucking around with this process.
Mekazawa worries about you more than anybody else.
You don't give this man unlimited freedom. And Steven went to work on the script. Ghost Story's entire script basically didn't exist. Steven just made shit up. Like a boss, that's how I do my scripts. Notice how I don't cite sources? Then came rolling in the voice actors, and they had some real heat entering the studio. Vic Mignogna, Greg Ayers, I hate that guy's voice, Monica Rial, this lady, Chris Patton. The roster was stacked. So
Adam said the
okay,
that was Cap. Okay.
There was a screen that they would read with the script, but here's where the magic happened. Whoever came to the studio first would do or say whatever they wanted, and the rest of the team had to work with it.
No, but you don't look so good.
Run! She's a ghost and a bitch!
Everyone wanted to top each other and be funnier than the last. This unique process completely overhauled the characters, the plot, everything, and it somehow worked. Monica's character, originally a fearless psychic, well, she had a questionable past and then turned to Jesus.
Before I met Jesus, I was really f***ed up. No, and a slut.
It's just like real life. They gave the cute little brother a learning disability.
That is so awesome. You'll risk your own life to save your little brother.
The nerd character became a frugal Jew stereotype, and the voice actors would commit to these bits so hard. But I can talk about this all day. Who cares? Let's actually watch Ghost Stories is centered around 6 main characters, but the main one is named Satsuki. Satsuki and her brother are moving into their dead mom's old neighborhood. It starts off extremely tame. She meets a bunch of neighborhood kids stumbling into an abandoned school facility. But this is a haunted story after all. Thanks to the voice actors, things finally get scary.
You're such brave, strong, handsome men. Have you accepted Jesus as your personal savior?
No, I'm Jewish.
I just want to make sure
I'm so frightened. Oh yeah, and the statue moves so they all freak out or whatever. Then all the characters get tormented by haunted stuff. Talking dogs, scissors. It's called Ghost Stories because every episode is a story about a different ghost. This time we face Amada Jaku. He haunts people just because, but it turns out Satsuki might have the key to stopping him.
Principals always look like lesbians.
No, wrong key. Huh.
Mom? No.
Satsuki's mom was a ghost hunter of some sort, and all the ghosts sealed away years ago are escaping. Luckily, she left a book behind detailing how to seal them back up. So they do it, and the big scary ghost gets sealed inside their
This would be a good
That's pretty much
story.
how every episode plays out. A ghost appears, the team spends half the
story.
episode finding excuses for them to not immediately pull out her mother's diary and exercise it, seal the ghost, rinse and repeat. So you can easily see why the cast decided to change some stuff around. I'm sure you didn't notice, but Satsuki's mom isn't actually a lesbian that Momoko met at a gay conversion camp. That was improv. This part
Have you accepted Jesus as your personal savior?
was actually this.
そこに
While on the first episode they clearly tried to maintain some of the original plot, each episode falls further into madness. Here's the first 3 minutes of episode 9.
Oh, she greases more palms than you know who. We need more weirdos like her in this school. She's like a Mexican doing all the jobs white people don't want. She has no friends, but
The story about a girl missing her dead pet becomes a story about a girl her rabbit.
When he died, I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh. His funny little requests.
Oh, what the
His
fuck?
reprimands.
Touch me harder.
I had to bring him back to life!
In one episode, the dad gets his bitten off by a doll. Here's Ketchiro ranting about how hot Raven from Teen Titans was. So obviously this man isn't nearly as retarded as they all say. Those stories can seem chaotic as a bystander, but a strange cohesion forms as you watch. The plot about Satsuki's mom being gay gets worked back into the plot as if it were all planned.
The best improv does this stuff. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Curb Your Enthusiasm, among others.
You end up with some really genuine moments. So many jokes call back to events that were happening at the time, like Hurricane Katrina, George Bush being evil. It does sometimes end up being the Gex of anime.
Someone call Canada. We need Alanis Morissette.
The fuck is an Atlantis thermostat?
Dated references aside, the candor from the voice actors bleeds into the show. They talk like us normal people. One episode they actually said the dollar store.
I don't know why they feel the need to use generic names in TV shows.
You'd be like, oh, the dollar president. Dollar. No, bro, it's the dollar store. Look at this guy. He talks just like me.
You stupid, selfish slut!
The characters have me rolling, so before I talk about why this stuff is important, I want to...
What's my favorite episode?
My favorite episode is centered around a poor, severely mentally handicapped child,
Boo-hoo.
much like myself and SpongeBob. Ketchiro gets convinced to join the track team to gain some confidence in himself. The issue
Let me see. Do
is
anything they
also the
want.
best part of the episode.
Oh,
Every
this.
single character is a terrible person. They're constantly putting this poor kid down while training him in genius ways.
Think of a
Big black man chasing you.
Well, he's not racist.
A scary ghost begins running beside Ketchiro, and
I didn't see
suddenly
this.
his time is 2 seconds faster. But everything isn't all good. The arrival of the ghost stirs up all sorts of spooky misfortune. And the worst part, the principal is considering canceling the sports festival because of it.
You can't cancel the festival. One little retarded boy has his heart set on this thing.
That's right. Wait, elsewhere? Ketchiro begins bonding with the ghost.
I really
Unknown.
enjoyed running with you today. Don't you have any money for shoes? Did they just beat you up and take your shoe?
Yes, you heard that correctly.
The Crips.
Ketchiro was beaten up by the Crips in
Oh
a shoe
my
store. The ghost
God.
reveals that he had a friend who ran track. He wasn't good, just like Ketchiro, but he gave it his all.
This is
And the poor kid was
hilarious.
hit in a car accident before he could even compete. Elsewhere, we find out that Ketchiro's ghost friend is a goat that chops off little boy feet and keeps them, and
Oh.
it'll happen if Ketchiro runs at the sports festival. So no one truly gives a shit. They don't give Ketchiro a heads up or anything until the last moment. When they get trapped, the ghost reveals his evil plot and heads right for Ketchiro. Ketchiro takes his last retarded little breaths and tells the ghost that he's going to win that race for his dead friend. And that was very touching to me for some reason, even though it probably wasn't supposed to be. I'm glad the episode could end on a good note.
W.
Car accident. Must have been hit by an old Chinaman.
Oh yeah.
Probably got hit by an old
Ghost
China
stories
man.
will always have a legendary status in the anime community because there will never be something in this form again. It's terrifying to people born in 1999 and after. There's the F word,
You're a
Oh.
the R.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that word used so many times like that, and God knows how long, bro.
word.
Stupid ghost made it rain. That's
It
He
doesn't
bleeped
matter
it
if
out.
You and I, or the majority of people watching this video, think these jokes are funny and refined. Do you think these dork big shots will allow a rogue team to make completely unregulated dubs on their paychecks? Forget the corporations. Most famous people in general apologize for jokes just like these. Not because they actually feel bad, but because they want to remain the #1 guy. Or their demographic is
Facts.
young teens that seek the satisfaction of drama but don't have the friend groups to actually satisfy that desire, so the popular value continues. On this topic, Monica Rial said, "This show's whole purpose was to make everyone angry. We wanted to be equal opportunity offenders. To me, this demonstrates that there really is no malintent with the edgy humor. That's not too dissimilar with what I do in my own videos. You want everyone to laugh at each other's and themselves. I respect that style, Monica. Bitch." Whoa, okay, I thought this was women's turn this week. Anyways, these what?
Everyone's lying about ghost stories.
In doing my research, everyone's story was consistent. Ghost Stories was originally a terrible anime that no one wanted. After the hilarious dub, the anime started doing so well the Japanese even took rights.
What?
You asked me if I wanted a butterscotch crumpet.
I have a whole other box. I have 2 boxes.
I don't want that. I was just messing with you. Why your little hand thing give me a finger? And what I say? Round. Round. When I saw this, why his name was so big?
Is your
I used to
camera?
always say,
Yeah.
People can see me.
Yeah.
Why she do that? And, oh no! Wow.
Yeah, everybody just come in my room, I guess. It's like it's Tony's room out here, right?
So people can see me.
Oh.
People see me.
Is that not you over there in the corner?
I know, but it's live.
Yeah.
I know that's the eye part. Oh my god. You know I look a sight. Why you tell me?
You did. Oh, you didn't? Did you not tell her? Is it when I pointed it out?
Yeah.
I did not.
But it's like you can look on the iPad, which I thought she would have done.
Oh, because I looked at that and that means it's on. So.
God fucking damn
She
it.
hit you with the eye.
Hit my fucking glasses and it stabbed my eye. Oh, what you got?
Because I want to get
What
food.
you got?
I want McDonald's.
Oh, you don't got fucking food?
No.
I'll be I'm finishing this video, then I'm watching another Moist Criticals video, then I'm watching Haktua, and then I'm playing Sonic. So,
I'm going to ask Mom if she can get us McDonald's.
okay. You just hit me in the fucking
I hit
face.
you? Oh.
No, she said you better be glad I left you. Bitch, you just hit me in my face.
Mommy, since you love him so much, can we get McDonald's? Huh?
I do. Hold on, chat. Back on the sticks, back on the shits. I want some tea now. Oh, I got my chocolate milk. My fair life. Let me get some of that shit. I put in the some chocolate milk. Yeah. Got protein. It's got 13 grams of protein. We didn't have room for it in the fridge, so I put it in the freezer. Then it became like a slushy. I didn't like it because it was like a slushy, so it was barely liquefied. And then I put it in the fridge because I found space, and I was like, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like still slushy. I don't like that. Hopefully, because this, it smells fine, but like I don't know if you can see it. Oh, that's gross. Tastes fine, but the consistency. Fuck it, I don't care. Let's finish this video.
To ride that wave of success. Monica Rial, Greg Ayers, Vic Mignogna, and Stephen Foster will all tell you this. No, not him. Anyone but that man. Annie Mayer. Please don't keep perpetuating these falsehoods. Ghost stories did just fine in Japan. AV simply didn't have a lot of oversight from the Japanese IP holders.
Do you have a source for that? Do you have a source for me being wrong? So I brushed it off for a little while, and I encountered this idea again and again. Maybe almost every YouTube video is wrong about this whole thing. Here's the other side. Ghost Stories was actually a classic novel series written in the 80s. This story was so popular
the
that tons of
80s.
spin-offs. The live-action adaptation did especially well. So when the 2000 anime finally came out, there's evidence of it performing higher than Dragon Ball and even Pokemon at the time, with average viewer ratings of 12 to 14%. They even dropped a special episode after the show was concluded. Do they normally do that for shows that bomb? Among other evidence, it became unlikely that Ghost Stories actually performed as bad as they made it out to. So where does this idea come from? Well, it kinda all circles back to the one guy I mentioned earlier, Stephen Foster, who changed his name to Steve7, but I'll keep pronouncing it Stephen, as I do not know how to pronounce the 7. Stephen is known for really messing with dubs.
Do not let Stephen Foster touch anything else.
And I mean, really messing with his dubs.
Stephen Foster, fuck it, and just flips a table and just says fuck it, desync it about like a half a second.
Who the fuck is this
Key
nigga?
elements of the characters,
And I want to kill something.
the tone.
Stop, please.
He lets the voice actors say whatever feels most natural, even if it doesn't fit the lip flash.
He enjoyed the series when he f***ed up my immersion by f***ing up the dog.
He's so known for doing this stuff, it has a name. Fosterizations. Normally one would reflect and be like, huh, maybe I am changing up the anime too much. Steven loves Fosterizations. He even uses the term in his book. He also loves to boast about ghost stories. Twitter bio, I am a legend. His website, 4 trillion, 8 quintillion, chucklenut trillion people think it's the best dub ever produced. And while on one hand it's like, yeah, come on, it was pretty good. On the other, it leads us to this lady's theory. Stephen Foster, the guy who's known for tweaking dubs to his own liking, wanted the freedom of his own dub. He lied about Ghost Stories performing poorly. He lied to Vic, Monica, Greg, and the entire world to get this dub done. I don't buy that at all. Few men in history control at such a level. I heard him speak a little on a podcast, and the dude is chill. He's proud of Ghost Stories, as he should goddamn be, and I think he has this dad thing going on where he's not entirely self-aware, so a lot of what he says can be interpreted as snobby over text. He's also mad gay, so he's allowed to make those jokes earlier. I mean, he worked hard. It would be bigoted for me to not laugh at him. What I think is far more likely is this. A company called Animax actually did their own English dub way before this one. It was completely normal. You know what? These dubs are actually quite similar. It's likely that this English dub
did perform shittily, so they began talks with ADV. It was common at the time to throw in an anime for free during bulk deals. It makes sense that Ghost Stories, which ADV wasn't charged a licensing fee for, was that free anime. So the middleman in all this is thinking of what to do with this damn show, and he realizes there's only one man who can do the dub: Stephen Foster. To their knowledge, there's already been an English dub, the show performed poorly, and there are extremely loose guidelines for localizing. It makes perfect sense that ADV would be like, Steven, we need you to do what you do best.
Yep.
Fuck this up for us. And it turned out amazing, and the rest is history. Or none of that happened. I wasn't there. There's a ton of evidence pointing towards the show doing well in Japan. We can glean parts of Steven's personalities and so on, but we might never know for sure what happened. If you'd like more information on this topic, I've stolen a lot of points from Mercury Falcon. Check it out. Or check me out. I reply to comments. I make videos about manga, anime, whatever this is. Thanks for watching. But before I leave, a message from Nord, our sponsor. Last night I was up at like 6 a.m. trying to download some important files.
Could be video. Don't give a fuck though.